So I'm finally doing a video that I thought of doing long ago, months ago anyway, when I did Voice of Darkness, which was just an impromptu thing. I do go and kind of just hide myself away somewhere. And I thought, what if you made a video? Because it's so, like I feel like just myself there, in the darkness with no one around. And then I thought, well, you should do a Voice of Light one to balance that off. So I thought, what kind of one you should at least see yourself, I suppose, in the Voice of Light one. Like we have, electric light here and some sunlight coming in. In February, we should be lucky. So I wanted to make this response anyway, in the form of a poem. So I write poems. I've written poems since, 50 years or so. I've written poems. I didn't write any as a child, but as a teenager, being a little odd, a little unusual, not that unusual, but I see things, like in dreams, and very vivid. Like I woke up one morning as a teenager, there was a poem that I could see on the page, like words printed out on the page. I could read it to myself, like it was written out, and I could read it. And I thought, well, write this down. I went downstairs, got a pen and paper, and wrote it down. I was like seeing it in my inner sight and writing it out into this world. And to my surprise, it made sense. I didn't claim authorship of it. I suppose I wrote it in some sense. And poems are often like that. They kind of write themselves. For me, they do. And I work on them, like there are little imperfections. I try and, kind of work those out. Anyway, because Darkness, the Voice of Darkness, was so impromptu, like I didn't consider making a video of it. I just wanted to do it for myself, and then later made a decision, well, I'm going to put this out there because I want to be out more, like come out of my closet, share my inner thoughts. And now people will think I'm gay, I suppose. No, I'm not, I guess. I'm strange, though. So I'm going to do this poem because I thought, like to balance the impromptu side of the Voice of Darkness, I'm going to do something that's kind of organized, like that's a feature of light a lot of times is you can see things and organize them, make them look good, and they're, orderly and so on. But also darkness has lots of light in it, and lots of darkness is in light. There's no light and dark, really. It's just something of the mind, which, we have to transcend the mind. Of course, if you think along those lines, you will be considered odd. But I do think along those lines. I'm right. Another feature of lunatics. They think they're right. But hey, let's read the poem. It's like, what's his name? Lars von Trier. I think that's how you say it. He's the director of this movie, and he was doing an interview with the movie, and he got totally off into. Finally, he said, "Okay, I'm a Nazi," like just got totally off, sidetracked. I'm very much like that guy. I think he's great, actually. Yeah, I love his movies. Anyway, I'm going to read the poem now. I apologize for the long and very rambling introduction. But, okay, the poem itself is called Voice of Light. First of all, who are we? Who am I? Are they? Is she? Are you? Last of all will come the answer, which is all answers. answer of light, not any answer of words, not of words written or spoken from human lips or direct divine voices in the mind or filtered through somebody or some group of somebodies, living or dead or long dead, from your own culture or own tradition or own anything, nor anyone else's. Not the light of the sun or the iPhone or stars or auroras or fireflies. Another kind of the soul will come, a greater shock than mere life can bear. It is like the sea to the southbound glacier. All souls in life drift south in different currents or in different pasts. So, the greatest light brings on the greatest darkness, as nothing else can do, has ever done, will ever do. Light laughs about darkness, as the creator of this world laughs about later reactions to it. Those who can hear the laughter, I want them to hear it. To the laughter deaf, peace. Feel the peace. And so, my little house of cards, or the greatest houses of cards, of people who even themselves become cards, will fall. Not even a splash or a peep will be heard. And no sorrow there will last. Why, even this card universe expands as this card poem of card words writes itself. It turns on. It turns. It turns. It turns on.